Well, a first degree will soon become the minimum requirement for employment into the teaching field. And that's according to President Akufo-Addo as he announces plans to upgrade teacher training colleges to university status. Currently, many teachers who complete the 3-year diploma in basic education at the colleges of education go on later to do a 2-year top-up first degree by distance learning at the University of Cape Coast. Addressing the 170th anniversary celebration of the Presbyterian College of Education in Ekropong in the Eastern region, President Akufo-Addo said the rollout forms part of government plans to equip teachers with the right skills for effective tuition.
From the 2018-19 academic year, all our colleges of education will be upgraded to university colleges. Wow. From September 2018, a 4-year Bachelor of Education degree will be introduced in our university colleges. These colleges will initially be affiliated with the University of Cape Coast and subsequently to other public universities. This means that eventually a first degree will be the minimum requirement for teaching at any level of our education system. And currently, many of our teachers who complete the 3-year diploma in basic education in our colleges of education, including those of you gathered here, go on later to do a 2-year top-up first degree by distance learning at the University of Cape Coast. This means that in addition to the extra amount of money spent on getting a degree, it will take you not less than 5 years to get one. With the introduction of the 4-year Bachelor of Education degree, you would now obtain your first degree at the end of your schooling. This ensures that you enter the teaching service as university graduates with an increase in your earning capacity. These reforms form part of government's vision to transform the country's education delivery system to meet the needs of a 21st century economy and to produce a skilled and confident workforce to drive the nation's agenda for industrialization and modernization.
And this has come to many as welcome news, and the College of Education Teachers Association of Ghana believes it's long overdue. President of the association, Prince Obinghema, has been speaking to JoyNews.
We believe that it's a well-thought-through program. We've been part of the discussions from 2015 up to this time, and we think it's one bold attempt by government to transform teacher education or pre-service teacher education in the country in an attempt to standardize or to raise the standard of teaching and learning in the country. You and I would admit that the outcomes are not what we expect. Our pupils complete GSS, they are unable to read, they are unable to write, they are unable to do simple arithmetic, which means that our students who come out are unable to compete with their global counterparts across. So this idea of turning the colleges to university colleges where degree programs will be offered, I think it's a very laudable one. We support it. We have a series of discussions with stakeholders, the Minister of Education, leadership of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, the National Council for Tertiary Education. We are ready. We are going to suggest what we think have to be done to make the implementation a success. Now, our students who do diploma incomplete, when they finish, they have to do another 2 years to get a degree. And you know what that means? That means even where they have to do it on weekends, they need to travel out of their stations. Monday, they are unable to come to school, leaving the children to their fate. All these things do not help. So this time, emphasis will be based on the practicum, so that the emphasis will not be on theory, as we have currently. They will be more, equipped with the pedagogy, so they will be able to impart knowledge that will conform to the trends of today's teaching and learning globally.
Meanwhile, some members of parliament are pushing for the establishment of certificate verification board at the Ministry of Education. And this is to help stop the award of fake degrees in Ghana. The MPs are worried the situation is negatively affecting confidence in the country's educational system. Ranking member on Parliament's Education Committee, Peter Nochu, says the board ultimately will make it easier for the police to deal with those who perpetrate such criminal activities.
For some time now, this country has been dealt with what we can call a silent crime. that is the faking of certificates. Ghana is now experiencing this phenomenon of increasing rate of fake certificates in the system. People are gaining admission to universities or tertiary institutions with fake certificates. Then in the second or third year of their admission, they are withdrawn. If we have a national qualifications board, as we have in the UK, and South Africa, and the US, so all certificates that are coming from other countries and even within the country can be verified. Now, it's not only going to look at the certificate and see that this is authentic, but what they will go into the details, the background of the candidate, and make sure that he's not impersonating, so that you can do that and stop the faking of certificates. Then also that will give the board the legal framework on which they can prosecute criminals who engage in this faking of certificates.
Let's take you up north. And the Nandom district has set a target of achieving 100% district-wide open defecation-free status by the end of August. The district currently has 91% open defecation-free coverage, and if the implementation goes on well, it will be the first district in Ghana out of the 216 districts, municipal and metropolitan district assemblies to achieve that status. Country Programs Coordinator of the Netherlands Development Organization, Erik Banye, said a lot of development projects await the district should it be successful. Rafik Salam reports from Nandom.
The forum brought together major stakeholders in health, environment and sanitation and was held on the theme making Nandom ODF, setting the pace for Ghana towards national ODF. The Nandom district over the years has put on stringent measures to curb the issue of open defecation, thereby putting them on the pedestal of achieving a district-wide open defecation status. The district at the moment has 91% ODF coverage and now intends to scale it up to 100% before the end of August 2018. Country Programs Coordinator of Netherlands Development Organization, SMV, Erik Banye, praised the Nandom district for the achievement, saying the district has demonstrated true commitment to the program and is not surprised they are in the lead. He said even though the Sustainable Sanitation and Hygiene for All SH4A project officially ended in 2017, the high level of stakeholder commitment coupled with a remarkable achievement chalked, SMV took an internal decision to support the district to attain district-wide ODF and become the first in the country to achieve that feat. Erik Banye is already talking about the benefit that the people will derive from being declared 100% district-wide open defecation free status.
It opens the doors for several development interventions, be it agriculture, be it education, be it health. Talk of whatever development you are looking out for. You will be the immediate contact point for any development that is going to take place in the district. And the fact that you are even one of the young districts, but not the youngest, you have several challenges. But if you are able to commit yourself to address the issue of ODF in the district, it opens up all the doors for you to get all other facilities.
Nandom District Chief Executive Ansolonan Akuntedu stated that the 91% ODF coverage placed the district first in the Upper West region and 7th in the whole country on the district league table, assuring that the feed chalk will not make them complacent, but rather urge them to work above themselves to achieve the ultimate. He appealed to the people of the district to cut short their celebration and work hard towards the 100% target.
If we put our heads together and then commit our time to be engaging ourselves in our various locations on this score, then I believe that within the time frame that has been set for us, we should be able to succeed.
Some participants, like Chief of Co, Najire, are of the view that the assembly should enforce it by laws to punish persons who construct houses without toilets. Rafik Salam, Nandom.
And before we go, some players in the creative industry have added their voice to the call by local textile companies to reduce the cost of their fabrics. According to them, the cost of original fabrics produced in Ghana is on the high side, a situation they say affects export of their product. President of Joyce Ababio College of Creative Designs discloses to Joy Business after the inauguration of a branch at Osu.
Very big conglomerate that creates jobs and it also adds to the GDP. But the most pivotal thing that it does to our economy is it reduces poverty.
The local fabric design industry has shown signs of significant growth in recent years, promoting high-quality traditionally designed fabrics to niche foreign markets. But according to some players in this space, the cost of these fabrics is on the high side. President of the Development Center, Joyce Ababio, spoke with Joy Business at the inauguration of a new branch at Osu in Accra.
That's a subject that sometimes can be a little dicey because as much as we don't want that, sometimes we tend to look at what can people afford. It's why it's making its way into our country, because we can't afford the ones we actually make. And Ghana, for some reason, it's only JTP that is an ATL that is really working in the textile section. And the garments, the fabrics coming out a bit on the higher side. So it's why people are going for those fake ones coming in, because it's cheaper.
Garments on the bit on a higher side, how does that affect your industry?
It affects us a lot because those of us who want to produce and export and stuff, it becomes awfully expensive to export your garments to some place. And we somehow cannot compete with the markets outside because we start off with the fabric itself being too expensive.
On her part, Minister of Culture, Tourism and Creative Arts, Catherine Afeku, urged the youth to patronize vocational and technical skills as major emerging business prospects.
I mean, people don't recognize that fashion as an industry is $1 billion industry. We all have those prejudices. You see a colleague of yours, not a medical doctor, not a lawyer, and you don't see them as a viable economic contributor. But for the last decade, you see the upsurge in the fashion industry, in creativity. So we need to highlight that, especially on the continent where 1 billion people, everybody wears a cloth, everybody wears design shoes, everybody makes up. Majority of us are women anyways. Even the accessories are made by people in the creative sector. So we need to highlight the opportunities in the creative arts sector for people to know that they have a choice.
The Joyce Ababio Center for Creative Development is accredited by Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training.
That's a good one there. She's been in the business for a long time. Well versed in it and well experienced, but one of those people, also very much experienced in media and talks on many other issues, will be in the studio. Member of Parliament for Tamale North, Alhassan Suhini, will be here alongside Nenyi Georgianda, Deputy Minister of Communications, but also Member of Parliament for Ewutu Senior West. But remember, it's been more than 3 weeks since the promise by engineers working on the Malam Junction drainage collapsed or elapsed, so to speak. And commuters say traffic is becoming unbearable, time-consuming, and also often exhausting their purchasing power on fuel. So we'll be going there. Koja Yankson will be joining me for the newspapers. We'll look in detail all the issues. We'll be going there to speak to engineers and asking them why they have reneged on their promise given to us right here on the show some few weeks ago. But you know, the JoyNews channel is the official channel for the 2018 National Science and Maths Quiz. And the competition has entered the 1/8 stage. And we're going to look at all the schools contesting this morning. Remember, we've also got JoyNews agenda. Benedict also will be joining us for the latest wrap-up of all that has been happening in the World Cup. Some great surprises, and we're told Switzerland, they drew with Brazil, but according to the history, they tend to leave at the World Cup. Whoever they draw or, well, win against, ultimately becomes a winner of the World Cup. We'll see whether Brazil, a team that I've tipped to win the World Cup, will really be winning the World Cup. But we'll look at all that up next. But first, let's do a review of the newspapers. And then also we'll look at myjoyonline.com and the rest of the online portals with Kojo Yankson. Do stay on. We'll be right back.